So that's how Arthur met his demise. I'd always wondered. Now, I know how Richard died with an arrow. Dave Allen cracks me up. I hope he does you too, and I'm glad to say we've got him on our air. I wouldn't have seen him if there had not been a Channel 11, nor would you. Hello, I'm Marty Robinson once again. We're sorry to have delayed Doctor Who, but as you know, this happens every once in a while. Did you know that we spend just 2% of our entire airtime doing subscription drives to support the other 98%? Seems easier when you think of it that way, doesn't it? If you want to keep these programs you enjoy on the air, whether Dave Allen or Monty Python or Doctor Who or Nova or Masterpiece Theater, it's within your power to keep them going. Call us right now to subscribe at 588-1111 with the largest subscription you can afford. I have here, as you can see, a new Doctor Who premium. This is the Doctor Who duffel bag, which I guess it's the size of a regular duffel bag. It's a $100 premium. When you subscribe with $100, you'll get that. I don't know what you could put in there. A Zygon wouldn't fit in there. I don't think a Voord would fit in there, or a Sea Devil, or a Silurian, or an Axon, or a Suntar. Maybe K9. No, I think it's even a little big for K9. Well, a part of K9 would fit in there. In any event, that's yours with a $100 subscription. You'll get both magazines as well. That is 11 Magazine and Chicago Magazine with that $100 subscription. But in whatever amount you're going to subscribe, do give us a call right now at 588-1111 and make the commitment right now. And while you're doing that, we're going to give you a brief glimpse, some flashes from 30 years of our past. Flashes indeed. They're almost going by too quickly to comment on, but we saw the late Mayor Daley there for a moment. Fine Arts Quartet, Iween. That's the building of our present building, which is now expanded. Ballet. Oh, that's Val Benton, the storyteller. You remember him. And the Mayor again. George Shearing. Claudia Cassidy. And Newton Minow with black hair, and Irving Harris, and Dan Walker, and Brick Mears, Adlai Stevenson III, Shirley MacLaine, Phil Donahue, Bob Cromie, Alistair Cook. Boy, it's hard to keep up, isn't it? They've all had a part on 11. Many have had big parts. Bill McCarter, our general manager, and who can forget? Kukla Fran and Ali, Ann Landers, John Calloway, Luciano, Irv Kupcinet, the one and only. Making of MASH was the name of that program. Drama, we excel. Sir George, John Calloway, The Frood, Jerry Ford. That was our Christmas show with the Chicago Glen Ellen Children's Choir. Is that Siskel and Ebert? Why are they still on that tape? Ella Fitzgerald, Barry Manilow, and our present cast of sneak previews. Mary Jane, Len O'Connor, Herbie Hancock, and Joel, and Gus. Orchestra Hall. At the Chicago Theater? A sound stage, and a good one. And the cheering throngs at Grant Park. Boy, we could have made a 24-hour tape with highlights from our past. There are a lot of them missing from that one. But that's what we've done for 30 long years. And you know how we've been able to do it for 30 years? Only because we have had subscribers all the while. And the more subscribers we have, the better we can do it. Now here's Michael Boatman, who is going to tell you who some of our volunteers are today.
Okay, thanks, Marty. We, of course, owe all of our success to you, but there's some other people that we would like to thank who we couldn't do it without, and they are our volunteers. And they are the Chicago Maritime Society, St. Matthew's United Church of Christ, and as always, the Friends of Channel 11. Thanks to all of them, and to you for subscribing.
I want to go over this premium once more. I think it'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Since it's a new one. Very handsome, and I'm sure you'll find good use for it. Any Doctor Who fan would. I know $100 is a lot of money, and many people can't afford that much, but some others can. And if you can, we'd like to give you this bonus, this premium, with your $100 subscription. With it, you'll also get both Chicago Magazine and 11 Magazine, our new program magazine. Both of those will come to you for 12 months with your subscription. of $50 actually, so any subscription in the amount of more than $50 will, or $50 or more I should say, will receive both the magazines, and if you specify this you'll get it. You can use your MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and if you can only subscribe with $5, you know you'll be continuing to support Doctor Who, and that's what we hope you'll do with our call. Our phone number 588-1111, or if you're calling from out of town, use our toll-free number of 1-800-237-1100. Our budget is kind of complicated. Money comes from many sources, but there is one big source. Here is where the money comes from. Take a look.
Channel 11 is a non-profit, non-commercial station, so we receive a small amount of money from the government, about 5% from the federal government and about 3% from the state of Illinois. Not very much. 20% comes from foundations and companies which underwrite certain programs we produce or purchase. Another 13% comes from production contracts. That's mostly the shows we make and distribute to other public stations across the nation. And a small amount comes from a variety of other miscellaneous sources. And the rest? You. 57% of Channel 11's annual income is from viewers who invest in this television service. And how is that money spent? For programs. All sorts of programs for you to enjoy.
Well, I guess I erred. That is not where the money comes from. What you saw is where the money goes. Programs. Programs made possible by our subscribers. Well, we are going to take a look, before we go on to our Doctor Who episode tonight, which is part 2 of The Mutants, a look into the past of Doctor Who. Several regenerations of the good Doctor coming up right now. Well, who's next? You may know, you may not, but we won't see Colin Baker regenerated into the next one. We know about that, don't we? Politics, you know, happens everywhere. But as soon as those new episodes are available, we'll have them for you, and we'll keep Doctor Who coming in the meantime, as long as we have your support. And if you've been watching the program and have never subscribed, why, I think that's not very... it's not a very bright thing to do, because without you, the subscriber, we can't continue to bring you these programs. So take it at its worth. Give us a call at 588-1111 and subscribe with $5 or $10 if that's what you can afford. And we'll keep bringing you the fine programs here on 11. On behalf of Michael Boatman, this is Marty Robinson. On behalf of all our operators here tonight, we're going to stay here, by the way, to take your calls. We bid you good night. Stay tuned for Doctor Who.